Miss Kidd, are you in the lab or where are you?
Well, I'm actually fixing to go back to room 137 because I can't drive down the road and listen to you.
Okay, well, that's fine. You can sit in there. That's fine. You go down there and sit in there and I'll try not to talk too much until you get down there. How about that?
Okay, that's fine. It's quiet. I'm sorry that this is all
No,
confusing to me.
No, it's not. Well, I did send a lot of emails, and I don't know when you added the course, but if somebody added the last day or two, they got a lot of emails at one time.
No,
And,
I've been reading them all week long. I just got to I got it from Tuesday and I read it, but for the assumption that we were meeting on face to face on Thursday, but not Tuesdays. So
yeah,
it's just
okay.
confusing.
That's what we're fixing to talk about right now, because I'm gonna be honest with you. You look like you're in the nursing field. Are you in the nursing field, Miss Kidd?
Yes,
okay.
I'm actually.
You work a lot. And I'm going to talk about that because I'm going to be honest with you. I don't believe, I think they did good with the synchronized classes because COVID is COVID. We're in the middle of a pandemic. So let's make all the classes synchronous. That means you do just like you're doing right now. But no, Tri-County decided, well, we're going to make some of our classes synchronous and we're going to make some of our classes hybrid where they meet one day a week. Well, I did last semester and I said, to heck with this, I'm not doing this. So I just had students team in. Okay. And they said, well, you're not supposed to do that. They're supposed to meet face to face one day a week. So I said, okay, well, we're going to meet Monday and we're going to meet Tuesday. And if students don't show up, I can't force y'all to show up. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not going to play these games that they're playing. So this is the email that I sent out, and you should be able to see this, Miss Kidd, because I just put it in my screen. And this is the email I sent out yesterday, I think. First of all, I do not use Blackboard. Now, I'm going to go through that right quick for you. I don't use Blackboard. I don't know if you know me or heard about me or went to rate my professor. But does anybody know why I don't use Blackboard?
Is it?
Go ahead.
Is it confusing or?
No. Well, I think it's confusing, and I'm a tech savvy person, and I think it's very user unfriendly. But does anybody have another guess?
Because it doesn't work half the time.
Exactly. It's down half the time. Miss Kidd, you're on the ball.
Hey.
It is actually, let me put it to you this way. The deadline is midnight tonight, and the test, your final exam is due at midnight. You go to Blackboard, and guess what's going to happen? It's going to be dead. All right? So I do not use it. So why do I have it on here? Because Tri-County Tech and the powers to be that need a job have to they want you to go through Blackboard to register for whatever, no matter if you're in an English class, a Spanish class, or a math class. So I'm going to show you how we do it. Y'all ready? Now, some of y'all, 90% of y'all, will do this in 6 keystrokes. A few of y'all, it'll take 2 or 3 months because y'all can break an anvil with a banana. All right, so here we go. We're going to go to Blackboard. There we go, right there. We're going to log in. Okay, we're going to find our class, and y'all are 12011.
Do you want us to do this as you're instructing?
Say again?
Do you want us to do this as you're instructing?
You can do it as, yeah, you can do it. That'd be fine. Okay. And over here is the only button that I care about you hitting. It's called My Labs Math. Now tell me if you want me to slow down or everybody good?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hit that one time. That's one keystroke. One time. Then click on My Labs Math again. That's the second keystroke. Then it's going to go here, and you find your class. Now, your class is not, you're not going to have 6 classes here. Okay, this is mine. Okay, but there you are right there, 12011. You click on the green View Course Materials. That's your 3rd keystroke. 4th keystroke is Launch Publisher Website. Now, somebody tell me, because you're student side, it should ask you for accept. Do you accept these? Is it asking you for that, or is it going to the orange?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
go ahead and go down and accept and check and accept. Now that's your 5th keystroke. Okay, turn your volume down. I'm hearing myself, and I do not like to hear myself talk. All right. And hit the orange button. That's your 6th keystroke. 6 buttons. That's it. You are registered into MyLabs Math. You will hear me say MyLabs Plus. MyLabs Plus is old. MyLabs Math is new. Skype for Business is old. Teams is new. They're made by the same people. And they are, hold on just a second, please. Sorry about that. My mother sometimes calls. She don't know when. Well, I tell her when my class is, but she still calls. Okay, now where was I? Okay, are y'all at this page right here? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Raise your hand. That's that little button right here. Raise your hand and hold it up. Click on it like that. And leave it up. Leave it on there if you are at this page right here. Okay, there's 1, 2, 2. Well, I'm waiting on 3. Come on, y'all can do it.
Is there some way I can split so I can alternate instead of having to flip back and forth?
I'm sorry, say again.
Is there some way that I can split the screen so I can be in class teams and also look in?
You might can on your computer. My suggestion, if you got any old TV screens or TVs at your house,
I do.
hook one up to your TV, and then you can split screen to your TV like I'm doing right here.
Okay.
I've got 3 TV screens set up. And how about the rest of y'all? Are y'all at it? I see Mr. Spear and Miss Kidd. What about the rest of y'all?
I'm on there. Math.
You're already on there. Okay. All right. Well, let me know if you have problems. Does anybody have any problems? Okay, let me show you how to bypass Blackboard. So when Blackboard's not working, how do you bypass Blackboard?
Go to the
Well,
website.
go to that website that I emailed you. Here's the website. Now, you don't have to write it down because it's in your email, but all you have to do is pull up MyLabs Math in the Google bar. So let's do that. Let's pull up, if you've got a Google bar, pull up MyLabs Math. Do that for you. My Labs Math and click on the one that says Pearson.com. Now, of course, there is the sign in. Now, that is what you want to save on your desktop, because that way you ain't got to go through after you register. Now, right now, Mr. Spear, Miss Kidd, and Mr. Mant, since they told me they were on that first page, they are, and you can put your hands down now, Spear and Kidd. They've registered because they've seen that first page where it says homework, tests, and all that stuff. That they're good to go. So go ahead and try that, Miss Kidd and Mr. Spear, Mr. Mance. Go ahead and hit the sign in right here and type in your, in my case, it would be H.C. McClure. And then I've already changed my T number to a password. So if you're using a password, use your password. If not, use your T number with a capital T and see if you can get in. See, it automatically knows mine, so it's going to take me in.
I think
No
mine
matter
does
what.
too, 'cause it automatically took me in.
And there is your 12011 right there. Now, I want everybody to make a note that I only hit 6 keys, 6 strokes of the mouse. And that was it. Some students, it takes 2 or 3 weeks. Okay. Question. Right, complaint. Okay. Now then, I'm going to move back to the email that Miss Kidd's been reading all day, right, Miss Kidd?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and it says, if you need to get to your My Labs Math, go to that website. If you want to go through Blackboard, knock yourself out. But I guarantee you, when you have a deadline approaching, it's going to be down. All right, Math 12010 and 12011. There's 13 in y'all's class right now. Miss Kidd, how many seats are in 137? Look around and see. Probably 9.
8 and 9 in the very back. Yeah.
Yeah, 9. So I'm gonna need at least 4 people or more to Skype in. When I say Skype in, I mean team in. Team in whenever we meet face to face. Okay, and that will be let's see. This is what class? Tuesday, Thursday. That will be Tuesday. Tuesday is the face to face time. Now, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Miss Kidd is are you a working mom or just a working student?
Just a working student.
Okay, I guarantee you she's going to team in whenever she can. Okay? Or
I don't know. I'm not that good at math.
Okay, well, just because, hey, there's no difference between I'll show you what I do right quick. Everybody see that picture right there? Well, that, my folks, is here's my little stack of white paper, and I do every problem on here, just like a whiteboard. Of course, it's about pitch dark here, and if I turn that light on, my ceiling fan, it's going to be so bright, and I'm not going over math today, so we're not pulling this up. I just want you to know that I've been doing this for a while, and I'm not going to, I mean, how many of you have had an online teacher that just sends you an email that says, here's the dates for the test, and that's it? Okay, I'm not going to be that way. Okay, I'm the opposite. All you got to do is ask somebody that's had me, or, well, I'll tell you what. How many of you, and raise your hands and hold them and keep them up. How many of you have had me before, talked to somebody that's had me before, or went to rate my professor? Raise your hand if you have. No, on the up here at the top. Raise your hand and leave it up high. Okay, 2 people again. Nobody else. Oh, come on. You mean to tell me y'all started a class and you didn't go to Rate My Professor? Really? Well, you better, because you know what? I got advisees. They're retaking classes. And you know why? Because they did not trust Rate My Professor. And they had a 1.5 teacher. One of them had a 1.2 teacher, and they tried to take the course. Of course, they failed. Okay? It's hard to pass a class when you can't get the information. Okay? Remember that. You could live beside a TV station. If you ain't got no antenna, you ain't gonna get a single TV show. If you go into a room and there's a teacher in there and that teacher can't tell you how to get out of a wet paper sack, you might as well drop that class. And if you go to Rate My Professor and you get a 1.9 or below, get the hell out. Now, since Miss Kidd and Mr. Fry are the only people that went to Rate My Professor, give me one word to describe what you read about me on Rate My Professor. One word. What?
A great teacher.
Great teacher. What else?
I mean, mine's more than a word. It was like, if you pay attention,
Okay.
you'll pass.
Okay. Okay. What about Mr. Mance? What did you read?
When we were talking about U for Math 120, a weird thing I saw was like they're rating the class difficulty low. I was like, really? I'm not sure if I believe that. I'm kind of unsure about the difficulty of this class. What do you think?
This class, I'm going to be honest with you, Mr. Mance. This class is not a hard class.
Oh, really?
Teachers make it hard. Okay? The math difficulty in this class is less than algebra. Okay? So if you've had an algebra class and you made a C or better in an algebra class, you can make an A in this class. It's based on basic math. Now, if you suck at fractions or if you suck at adding and subtracting, then yeah, you're going to have a problem. But most people don't. Now, the reason I asked those three people to say, anybody know anybody that's had me? I don't see anybody that's had me before. Anybody talk to anybody that's had me before? You can take your hands down now. Well, one of the things that I live by as a teacher is I treat students the way I want to be treated. If I was in your classroom and I had another, and you were the teacher or somebody else was the teacher, I'd want that teacher to treat me the same. I would want the way that I would want to be treated as a student. And that's what I live by. And it's worked for over 25 years. So, and in 25 years plus, does anybody have any idea how many students I've had to throw out of my classroom?
3.
Anybody? How did you know? How did you
And
know that?
they were all at Pendleton. And they were all men and full of testosterone.
Yes. Why? How did you know that?
Because I watched the videos, all 4 of
Oh my
them.
gosh, you actually watched the videos? So you're the one. Okay. Not many people do that. That's called following directions. Wow. Miss Kidd, you're I'm gonna have to give you an A for effort. Okay, so anyway, the reason I mentioned that is because I don't make this class hard, Mr. Mance. I don't try to make people fail. Okay? My ego, I leave at the door when it comes to teaching. Okay? I don't have to go, I've had so many years in college, you need to call me this. Or I don't try to make the class hard so you'll think I'm smarter than the average bear. Okay? I don't do things like that. So anyway, I'm going to the next thing. I don't know how I got on that, but Miss Kidd, she may come, she may not come. How many of you live outside the Anderson area? Well, Miss Kidd may not. Where do you live, Miss Kidd?
I'm not but like 20 minutes down the road.
Okay, well, that's not outside the Anderson area. I'm talking about BHP, Star, Iva, Powdersville, outside the realm. Anybody?
Well, I live in Pine Forest.
No, that's not. I'm talking about outside technically on the edges of Anderson County? Anybody? Miss Honia, where do you live?
I live in Fairplay.
Okay. Miss Fair, I can guarantee you, Miss Honey is she don't live in Townville. She lives in Fairplay. And she don't live in Double Spring. Because if you mix those three up, people will fight you, okay, in Double Springs and Fairplay. But Fairplay is right up there near Oconee, okay? I guarantee you she's going to team in. Are you planning to team in a lot, Miss Honia?
Probably about half and half.
Okay. Well, for this to work, I need people to team in. I need at least 4 of you to team in on Tuesdays. Okay? Because that way I have 8 or 9 people and I don't go over the limit for AC 137. Okay? So hopefully 4 of you. Now, some of y'all are being very quiet. Smith, Costanzo, I love that. Nice Italian name. Costanzo. Wilson, Thompson, and let's see, who's that little circle right there? Miss Ritchie. Okay, do y'all's mics work? Can y'all talk or what? Or y'all just being weaned on a pickle? Which one is it? Okay. Oh, there's Miss Smith.
I'm here.
And her camera works too. Mr. Thompson, his okay, good. Somebody's chatting. Let's see what they're saying. No, they're not. I thought somebody said something. Okay, but anyway, if 4 of you can, or 4 or 5 of you can team in on Tuesdays, that will let the others be able to meet face to face. If not, this is something else you can do. If you want to come to the Anderson campus and you have a class, then you're welcome to sit in your parking lot in your car or in the lobby while the others meet in class. Now, if everybody wants to meet, in other words, if everybody wants to meet, then I'll have to get the rooms changed, okay? Because the AC one, now why did I pick AC 137? Because it's my room. I call it my room, but that's where I taught before COVID. That's where I taught and streamed out to Oconee campus, Pendleton campus, and the, what other campus is there? Pendleton, Oconee, there's one more.
Easily.
Easily, the Easley campus. And that's kind of like my studio where Miss Kidd is. That's kind of where, that's why you got all them TV screens all over the place in there. Okay. So that's my room. And that's where I teach from when I'm not at home. So we'll work that out. But I want you to realize that nothing's set in concrete. I don't want you to get out of class tonight and say, oh my God, I got to team in. No, you don't have to team in Tuesday. It's just something that if we want to use that room, we've got to have 9 or less people. And right now we got 13 people, and that may go up to 14. I don't know. Right now I got 13 in this class because it could go up. All right, so the next thing. Please look over your schedule because rooms change, just so everyone's same sheet of music. Wednesday through Friday, all my 120s will be teaming in. So that means you will be teaming in on what day?
Thursday.
Thursday, because you meet on Thursday. Okay? Starting to get a little bit clearer now, Miss Kidd. I'm amazing. I'm just awesome. That's all there is to it. All my sync classes will team in. That's Math 103, 155, and 130. That's not for y'all. The videos are outside of class. Who watches my videos? Well, at the beginning of the class, people trying to get ahead, people trying to see what's going on. But through the semester, who watches my videos? There's 2 people. 1, a person that misses class. 2, a person that's never had the material and needs to go over it again. That's the 2 people that watch my videos, okay? So now, videos do not rate attendance. I cannot keep up with you watching videos, so just forget about that. The only things that will grant you attendance is Teams and face-to-face. Okay? Classes will activate on Blackboard and MyLabs today. You were not able to get MyLabs or any of that until today at 8 o'clock a.m. And I put that on previous emails also. I will initiate the team call. The only thing that you have to do for a team call is hit join. Do not hit the meet button. I'm going to show you that right now. Well, I got to move it over. I've got it on another screen. Do not hit. Well, where is it? Do not
That's
hit
mine.
that button. What did you say?
That was me typing you back.
That's all right. I didn't even see it. That is the meet button right there. Do not hit that. That's for me. Or unless you want to meet with another student, or, you know, that's what that's for. This right here is just like the send button on your phone. Okay. The join is what you hit. That's for you. This right here is for me, unless you're meeting somebody. Okay. So let me move that back. Oh, something else on this. This is kind of like the bulletin board. So if I want to send y'all something, I'll say, hello, everyone. And you should get that same on your, this right here. If you look right beside post, files. What do you think's under files? All my handouts. Now, I don't have the 6th and the 7th email on there, but I have everything else. So that's where you get, if you didn't get an email with the handouts and the syllabus, there it is right there. I know, I'm a bastard. I take all your excuses away from you. I know, isn't that awful how I do that? Okay. I didn't get the email. Well, there it is right there. Knock yourself out. All
At
right,
least
so
I'm honest. I didn't understand it.
what did you say, Miss Kidd?
I said, at least I'm honest and I'm blunt, and I'll tell you, I don't understand.
Well, that says a lot for you, Miss Kidd. That says a lot. Integrity means a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of that and move that back over. Hold on just a second. And I will initiate the team call. I usually send y'all some messages before, unless I'm running extremely late. If I'm running extremely late, then you probably will not hear from me at all until you see the call. Okay, but most of the time, I mean, here I'm cooking probably most of the time I'm cooking. It's 5 o'clock. The days are short. I'm not on the farm. So now during farm time, when the days get longer, I might be on the farm and I might be running late. But anyway, that's it. Breathe and stay calm. As I told you in my initial email, I've been through PSD or PTSD, whatever it's called, when I came back from Saudi, Kuwait. I've gone through the death of my father and a divorce at the same time. So I know what it's like to be on meds. I know what it's like to be spazzing out. I know what it's like to be depressed. Don't make this class one of those things. It's not. I want you to stay calm, because if you go to Rate My Professor and you look at the way I teach, the only people that fail my class are lazy people and DAD disorder, okay? And nobody has that, because y'all have all taken an algebra course to make sure that you're ready for this course. So that takes you out of those two categories, unless you're just lazy. Okay, so let's get out of there. Let's go back to the emails. And I'm going to Hubert McClure. I'm going to go there. Let me go there. Where is my, I'll just go to the file. Let me just go there. Files. And Hubert McClure. Why in the heck do I tell you about myself? Because I feel good about myself. That's why. Okay, I don't know why it's doing this, but anyway, I don't know why it's, I'll have to magnify it. The reason I do this is because I feel it's very important for a class to be comfortable. How many of you have sat through the first day of class and don't even know the teacher's name? Or couldn't even tell you what the teacher said the first day of class? That's not what I want. I want you to be interactive. I want you to ask me questions. And the first day of class, you've got to feel comfortable with me. And now the first 2 days of class, I had like a drill instructor. But after the first 2 days of class, we have fun. Okay. And we try to make it through the questions, the homework. We try to do everything. I try to do everything I can to make this class comfortable. All right. So that begins with telling you a little bit about myself. And there's a little bit about myself. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. I'm just going to show it to you. You can read it if you want to. But locator card. What the heck is a locator card? A locator card tells you about my classes. Why? Well, in case you need to ask me questions, how do I know, when to call on you? Well, that's how. I've got classes on Monday through Friday. You know that y'all are the late class, so y'all got all this time, and you can just text me or send me a message through Teams, because it goes to my phone. Okay. Question. That's just for your information. Hubert's courtesies. Hubert's class courtesy. I do this to make sure that you're comfortable. I'm sorry, but this. Hold on. Okay, there we go. There's my number one rule. I treat you the way I want to be treated. Now, these are for a conventional class. I do ask that you be professional in my virtual class. If you're doing something that's not mathematical related, like blowing bubbles and bubble gum or something like that, I'm just kidding. Then make sure you turn your video off, okay? Because I don't want to see you playing with the dog when you should be listening to me, okay? I don't like dogs anyway. I'm a cat person. All right. So I don't want you texting or, if you're going to do that, if you're going to be disrespectful to me, I'd rather you just turn the camera off and make sure you turn the microphone off. I did have a fight and an argument on the team. This was 2 or 3 years ago. And that was before you had control of the microphones. And that poor girl, I hope she left because she was dealing with a jerk. First of all, he claimed that she was talking to her boyfriend she was in class and wouldn't even give her time to explain and started hollering at her. And she couldn't mute the button because she wouldn't let him get back. He wouldn't let him get back on. It was awful. And I couldn't turn it off. I did delete her. I didn't delete her. I kicked her out of class because I didn't kick her out of the course. But I took her out of the class because it was an argument. So don't let that happen either. All right. So the rest of the class is pretty much self-explanatory. Class courtesies, that's self-explanatory. I'm going to let you read over that. That's mainly for a conventional class. Most of you are night students. Night students and summer students have one thing in common. Does anybody know what that is? Night students, and yes, they work and they got a good work ethic and they ain't playing games. Okay, they're wanting to get through their courses. They're wanting to get their diploma. Summer students and night students have those two things in common. Okay, what else? Your syllabus. Here's the syllabus. And the syllabus is really, well, the supplement which is the outline. There's the outline. This is the most important page in the handouts that I've sent you. So what does that mean? That means you need to write this down. Okay? I mean, you need to print this out and put it in your notebook. There's two handouts that are most important. This is one of them. Why? Well, it's your Bible. It tells you, it's your guide. It tells you what to do. It tells you what sections to cover. Right now, everybody has one assignment. This is your homework assignment for Math 120. Read chapters 1 and 2. And there are the sections. 20% of your test is going to come from sections 1 and 2. Hold on a second. I'll pull it up so you can see it. Everybody should have this. Okay. Question. Okay. Chapter 3 is 80% of your test. That's where we actually get into probability and statistics, the math. That's 80% of your test. I'm not worried about chapter 3 right now because that's where I do a lot of explanation. Chapters 1 and 2, I leave that up to you. I go through it. If you watch my videos from last semester, I do go through that and I hit the high notes and I tell you what's testable material. And then we move on to chapter 3. But your homework for this weekend is to do chapter 1 and chapter 2, to read chapter 1 and chapter 2. Now, what else do you need the outline for? If you miss class, and the last class that I went over 1.3. So chances are, the class that you miss, I'm going to go over what? 1.4 and maybe 1.5. But that's what you have the videos for. And I do load the videos the afternoon of the day. So probably between now and in the morning, I will load this video that we're recording right now. And it'll be called Math 120-11 2020, because this is the second semester of the physical year 2020. Even though it's 2021, this is the second semester of the physical year 2020. Summer will be 2020-30. That's the third semester of the physical year. And then 2110 will be fall. That's when we actually get to the, anyway, I don't have to go through that, y'all. But remember, 80% of your test is going to come from chapter 3. How do you know when the test is? Well, this is for those people, I call them hammies. Hammy the squirrel. When's the test? When's the homework? When's the test due? Or we're going to have to turn in the homework before we turn in the test. When did you say the test was due? Okay. Medication, medicine. Please take some kind of medicine. All right. Because I am not going to talk to somebody that worries about dates all the time. That's what the outline is for. Now, y'all haven't had me before, but I do something very unique. I go over the Unit 1 test with y'all in class. I pull it up on MyLab's Math, and we go over the test. Is it going to be exactly like your test? No, I ain't stupid, okay? I'm going to make sure you know the material. It will be similar, but it will not be the same. And guess what I do after I do the test? I put the dates on the test. And if I put the dates on the test, what else am I going to put the dates on? The homework. So that's how you know when something is due. Okay? So nobody asks me when something's due until we get to 3.5. Because when we get to 3.5, Somebody tell me, what am I going to do in the next class?
Review for test one.
I'm going to review for the test, just like it says right there. And then when I review for the test, that's when I put the dates on the test and the homework. Okay, so that's the outline, the most important. Now, all this stuff up here, I didn't write all this stuff, but it comes from the, okay, y'all can go over this. 70% of your test, 70% of your grade, 70% of your grade will come from your test. Write that down. 70% of your grade will come from your test. 20% of your test will come from homework. And 10% will come from that project that I really don't care anything about, and it comes from outside the math department, and we're not going to talk about it. I'll get it to you. I'll get the information to you. You count candy or cookies, and you do the mean, median, and mode. You draw a graph or two, make it look professional, and give it to me. Okay? I'm not going to. If you give it to me, you're going to make a good grade. If you put a lot of effort in it, you're going to make a good grade. If you don't do it, you're going to make a bad grade. Okay? That's how I'm not going to. I worry about your homework and your test. That's all I worry about. Okay? The project, we'll get it turned in. Good, great. I'm not holding up your grade because of a project. And these are your grades, A, B, C, and D, and F. Okay? And these are 2 bonus questions on the test. 80%, 70, 20, 10, and I don't know if that's on there, but I know that's on there. Okay? The syllabus, let me find the syllabus right quick. I thought I sent y'all the syllabus.
You did. I printed it out.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to find it. Well, I sent it on. I think I sent. I'm gonna have to put it on here because I didn't send the syllabus. I sent the syllabus outline. Well, the syllabus is really useless because all it's written for is Columbia people in Columbia for a job, bureaucrats. It's hard to read, okay, because it's got so many big words in it, so it's really not that important. The most important page is that outline. What's your second most important page? Academic calendar, right here. So I want you to pull out your calendar right now, and I want you to pull out your handy dandy phone, because I'm going to give you some dates that are important. And that way you won't be asking me about those dates. What dates are you talking about, Hubert? Well, hold on a minute. One date. When is the last day to drop classes? The last day to add a class is the 25th. The last day to drop is the 27th. So you need to write that down, because if you want a refund, or if you find a teacher that is below a 1.9 and you need to drop and you can't find another class, then you need to drop that class and pick up another class like psychology or another class like college skills or something. Okay? You have until Wednesday to do that. Okay? So we are session A. Write that down. We are session A. What else do you need to know? Well, does anybody know what this means? Advising for currently enrolled students. What does that mean? Pre-registration. Pre-registration. The early bird gets the what?
Worm.
The worm. If you want to get into classes that do not fill up, you need to go by, get an appointment on February 22nd. You need to go to Starfish and sign up an appointment with your advisor. And it goes from February 22nd to March 22nd. 1 month you have to go by and see your advisor. They unlock your registration, talk to you about the classes you want to take, and send you to register on the 22nd. So you have a month to build your schedule up with classes that you need or want. And on the 22nd, that's when you can actually register. What else? Spring break. Spring break is March 18th through the 19th. It's a long weekend, basically.
What's it for?
What else? Last day of class, Friday, April 30th. Does that mean that you come on Friday, April 30th, or when is your last day of class?
Thursday, the 29th.
Thursday, April 29th. So on your phone, you need to put April 29th, LDOC, last day of class. And grades are due on May the 6th. So those are some dates that you might want to look at. I suggest you print this out. This page is very important. This page right here, the second page. What else do we have? That takes care of all the remaining handouts. Here is the MyLabs Plus handout, which y'all have already done it. And there it is, MyLabs Plus, oh, I'm sorry, MyLabs Math, Launch, Start, Accept, and there's the orange button. And once you do that, you can go through the website. How do you go to YouTube? Go to YouTube. Pull up Hubert McClure. Click on the pink shirt. Go under my last name, hit playlist, and look for the class that you want. Your class will be eventually on the top 2 rows. These are chronological order. Yours will say Math 120, 0, 11, 20, 20, 20. Now, if you want to look at Math 120 from last semester, you click on the Math 120 right here. I had 2 classes last semester. Just like this semester, I had 3. I'm not going to put them together. I'm not going to do that again because it's confusing to the students. Hit View Playlist. First day. Now, why do I have 2 first days? There were 2 classes. So if you just want to watch first day, second day, and this is where I get into chapter 1 and 2. So you can actually watch class before we have class. Did you watch any of those, Miss Kidd, or did you just watch first and second day?
Well, because you said don't skip ahead, I just waited to watch until you gave us the permission to go ahead and start classes.
Okay. So you just watched the first and second day? Okay. All right. And that's how you go. And of course, your classes will be on the first and second row because the most recent class will go up here and it'll push these down. So my 6 classes will be on this row and 2 right here. The rest of them will be pushed down here. That's how you go to YouTube. Okay. And if you look, it goes all the way down. You know how long I've been videoing my classes? Not for 3 years, but for 6 years. I actually had a video camera. If you look in this Math 102, I actually had a video camera. I had it set up. And you know what people at Tri-County said? They said I was crazy. Can you imagine that? You're crazy. There ain't no way I'd do that. All right. So far I've talked about a lot of logistics for the class. My methods, the handouts. I'm going to talk about my lab's math. We're going to talk about that and get into chapter 1 and 2. We're going to do that Tuesday. Okay. So that's later. Right now, I want to open up and see if you got questions for me as far as the class, the classroom, the format, anything like that. Go ahead and ask questions. Anybody got any questions?
I was looking on my math labs earlier, and there was, do we have to do the orientation and all that under my math labs?
Under the homework, yes.
Okay.
It's just, it's not the homework. There's orientation homework. All you got to do, I think there's just a few questions. I don't even know. I can look at it.
It might have been under the study plan. That's what I was looking at.
Well, let me look right quick. Homework. Study plan is extra. Study plan is extra problems. See, the homework don't have it.
Yeah, that's just where we need to concentrate on is under the homework.
Yeah,
with the
study
others.
plan is extra problems. I'll show you that when we get into that Tuesday. But the study plan is for extra problems beyond homework. It's not
Okay.
counted for any grade. It's just for you to do extra problems. Okay, who else has got a question? Well, come on, nobody has questions. I covered the material so well. Yes, ma'am.
Do you get 2 or 3 attempts to do the homework, or is it just tests that we get 3 attempts on? And we
The
take them?
test, you can do 3 attempts on the test. Each problem on the homework should be unlimited.
Okay.
So you can do it 200 or 300 times if you want to, unless we have some teachers that cut that off. So the teachers that did this, I didn't do the homework layout. I'll have to look at it. And if you see that you only got 3 attempts on the homework problems, let me know. And I'll try to get in there and turn that off. Because I don't believe in homework. That's like telling you if Miss Kidd is working on homework, paper and pencil, she's only got 3 tries. And then when she gets that 3rd try, if it's wrong, I'm going to take the pencil out of her hand and she can't do any more homework. That's ridiculous.
Yes.
So I don't do that. Who else has got a question?
So our homework for this weekend is just reading chapter 1 and 2, correct?
Chapter 1 and 2 is your homework this weekend to not do. I mean, you can, I don't know if you can get into the homework. Let me look at it again. I think you can. Yeah, you can. You can actually try some problems. That's fine. Because the chapter 1 and 2 homework is definitions and pictures and diagrams. It's nothing, you might have a little bit of math, but nothing that's going to sink the ship. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
What else? The more homework you do over the weekend, Mr. Thompson, the less you have to do when I actually say, okay, it's time to do this homework. When is it time to do 1.1 homework? When I go through 1.1 in the presentation. That's how it works. If I go over 1.1, you're supposed to go home that night or that day after and work on 1.1 homework. Send in questions. I go over this Tuesday. I'm going to go over this Tuesday. Send in questions, and the next time we meet Tuesday, I go over those questions that you send to me.
Okay.
That's why I don't have office hours, because I use my classroom as office hours.
Okay.
Who else has got a question? I'll go over that Tuesday. Who else has got a question?
Let's see. How many chapters are we doing in class?
Let me get to the outline.
Is it
Hold
10?
on. Let me pull up the outline. Hold on. Where is it? There we go. Have you got the outline printed out, Mr. Mance?
No, not yet. How do you get to files again?
Up here, well, hold on. Close. Okay, most of you should be at this screen right here when you came into the class. Right up here on the right of post, see files? See it right there?
So
You
you
need-
just
click on files and it'll pull up these files. You get them?
Where you go to, you got to.
Okay. Right there is where you were when you came into the class. Go to your Teams icon down at the bottom and hover over it, and you'll see the white page, and you'll see the page that's got all the people on it. You should have two pages. One that says general, and the other one has the picture. Let me show you. Here's one page. Hold on. There's the two pages. This page, the white page, or the post page, and this page right here. You see those two pages?
And what teams are coming on from here?
Say again?
What teams are coming from here?
Oh, you at the files now?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay, well, right here beside post, hit files. Click on files.
Do I press dismiss or? I was doing
No, don't hit dismiss. Where did you see dismiss?
No, it's a dismiss button. I'm looking for like I was doing a recording screen.
Okay, do you see this icon down here?
Oh,
It's got a T on it. Look on the bottom of your page. Do you see an icon with a T, with a blue T on it?
No, it's not on bottom line, but I have like Microsoft Teams as a bookmark.
Okay, well, you're on Microsoft Teams right now. It should be somewhere on your computer like this. And when you hover over it, there's the one on the left is the page that you need to get to the files.
Okay.
There it is, and you hit files, and here's the outline down here. And let's see, we go over chapters 1, 2, and 3, then 4 and 5, then 6 and 7, and then 9 and 10, but there's only 2 sections in each on 9 and 10. So we go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10. But we don't go over every single section. Okay?
Okay.
The longest section that we go over is chapter 5 right here. And I cut 2 sections out of that. If you want to know what sections they are, it's 5.4, mark that out, and 5.6, mark that out. 5.4 and 5.6, you can mark those out, because I'm not going to cover those. Okay, who else has got a question? Okay, while y'all thinking if y'all got a question or not, I'm going to go pull up the attendance tracker and take attendance, and that way, if anybody's got questions, we can go from there. Attendance tracker. I love Tri-County Tech. Hold on a minute, I've got to go around the world. Was any of y'all around last semester or the semester before when COVID actually hit and Tri-County Tech was running around like a chicken with their head cut off? Oh, it was hilarious. Because I've been telling Tri-County Tech for the last 2. What?
I said, I'm working in the hospital at Oconee Memorial, so I know all about it.
Well, I told them, I said, for the last year and a half, because I've been teaching these for 3 years, the last year and a half, I kept telling them, y'all have got to get with the program. Oh, yeah, we get it eventually. Boy, it came and bite him. Oh, Hubert, how do you do this? Hubert, how do you do that? Well, he got on the ball eventually. All right, let me turn off the presentation. and turn off the recording. And